Many small people used to greet me, which was nice. Welcome back to our Stars in Shadow channel. Maggie Smith, a famous actress known for her strong roles as Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter and the Countess of Grantham in Downton Abbey, passed away at 89 on September 27, 2024. Her death left millions of fans grieving. However, her journey included many challenges that not many people knew about, showing her strength and resilience of her marriage, intense conflicts with colleagues, and an unexpected battle with cancer in her twilight years. Maggie Smith once lost hope, but she never allowed herself to give up. Rose continued acting even as her hair fell out from chemotherapy and turned the stage into a place of rebirth behind the sharp eyes seen on screen. Maggie Smith was full of contradictions, a symbol of success, but also an embodiment of suffering and struggle. If you love Maggie Smith, leave a comment saying "Rape Maggie Smith" to express your condolences to her loved ones and join us as we look back at her life full of ups and downs, uncovering the untold secrets and hidden sides of a seemingly perfect life that was in fact filled with storms and challenges, early life and career. Beginnings. Maggie Smith, whose full name is Margaret Natalie Smith, was born on December 28, 1934 in Ilford, Essex, England. Her mother, Margaret Hutton, was a Scottish secretary from Glasgow, and her father, Nathaniel Smith, was a public health pathologist from Newcastle upon Tyne working at the University of Oxford. The Smith family moved to Oxford when Maggie was 4 years old, which had a big impact on her life and art. Although she grew up in a family that valued education, Maggie was more interested in acting than academics. She went to Oxford High School, but left at 16 to follow her passion for the arts at the Oxford Playhouse. There, she learned from experienced artists who helped her start her career. During this time, Maggie started her career and learned valuable acting techniques. She also figured out how to handle the challenges of working in theater, including the importance of determination, discipline, and a true love for her art. Maggie's first performances were at the Oxford Playhouse, where she quickly impressed critics. In 1952, she made her professional debut as Viola in Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, a role that showed off her talent and led to many more opportunities. Maggie continued her journey from there. By 1956, which helped her gain a good reputation and led to opportunities in film. That same year, Maggie Smith made her first movie appearance in Child in the House. Although her role was small and uncredited, it was an important start for her in the film industry, leading to bigger roles and more success. A key moment in her early career was working with Laurence Olivier. Olivier, one of the best actors in British film, saw Maggie's talent and asked her to join his theater company. However, their relationship had its ups and downs because both were strong personalities and perfectionists. One famous story from their time working together happened in 1965, during a production of Othello, when Olivier accidentally slapped Maggie hard on stage, leaving her surprised, continued to perform without letting the audience notice. Maggie Smith began her career with effort and determination, overcoming initial challenges to become a respected actress, major achievements, and awards after her challenging early steps on stage and screen. Maggie Smith continued to strive for artistic greatness. Her efforts were richly rewarded with numerous prestigious awards and honors throughout her career, making her one of the most respected actresses in the world. Maggie Smith is one of the few artists to have. In 1969, she won the Oscar for Best Actress for her role in The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, where she played a teacher with unique teaching styles and strong beliefs. This role highlighted her versatility as an actress. Winning this award not only put her among the best actresses, but also started a successful time in her film career. 9 years later, in 1978, she won her second Oscar, this time for Best Supporting Actress. California Suite, this role demonstrated her versatility as she shifted from the dramatic character in The Prime of Ms. Jean Brodie to a humorous and sophisticated performance in Neil Simon's comedy. This success was a testament to Maggie's ability to transform into diverse characters, from those with deep psychological complexity to those with great entertainment value. Not only did Maggie Smith shine on the big screen, but she also made a strong mark on stage and television throughout her career. Maggie Smith has won 5 BAFTA awards, which are among the highest honors in British film. These awards recognize her performances in The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie, A Private Function, 1984, A Room with a View, 1985, and The Lonely Passion of Judith Hearn, 1987. Each role showed her acting skills, from being sensitive and subtle to displaying humor and deep emotion. On television, she won fans with her role as Violet Crawley, the Dowager Countess of Grantham, in the popular series Downton Abbey. Maggie Smith played the character Violet Crawley, who was both noble and funny. Her unique talent won her 3 Emmy Awards in 2011, 2016, 2016, and 2016. At the end of the show, a Russian apothecary enters the room, and together they worship Jesus, leaving nothing on the earth. They pray and they make way. Violet brought comfort and warmth to viewers, leaving a lasting impact on fans. Additionally, Maggie was a successful stage actress and won a Tony Award in 1990 for her role in the play Lettuce and Lage, which was specifically written for her. Maggie Smith was more than just an actress. She was an artist who truly connected with her audience through real emotions. The art world respected her greatly, and her work earned her many awards as well as honors from the British royal family. In 1990, she received the title of Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, DBE, which is a prestigious award given to people who have made important contributions to the country. In 2014, she received the Companion of Honor Award for her outstanding contributions to British arts. What made Maggie Smith truly special was not just the awards, but also the love people had for her. Through her role as Professor McGonagall in the Harry Potter series, she connected with young audiences worldwide. With her sharp eyes and a voice that was both strong and caring, Professor McGonagall became one of the most loved characters in the wizarding world. People loved her not only for her serious attitude, but also for her kindness and dedication to her students. Similarly, her role as Violet Crawley in Downton Abbey earned her the respect of millions. Violet was a strong countess who was also clever, witty, and a caring grandmother. Maggie brought this character to life, making Violet both powerful and relatable. Looking at Maggie Smith's accomplishments, it's obvious that she was not just a skilled actress, but also a remarkable person. Maggie Smith is a strong woman who faced personal challenges, but chose to focus on her passion for the arts. She made every role memorable and is considered one of the greatest actresses ever. The many awards she has received show just a small part of her success, which is built on hard work and creativity. Despite her busy career, she also managed her personal life and marriage while playing impactful roles that resonate with many people. Maggie had some rocky relationships, especially with Sir Robert Stevens and Beverly Cross, which can touch anyone who hears her story. Her first marriage to Sir Robert was tough because of his drinking and cheating, but before that she found her true love in playwright Beverly Cross. Their story started when Maggie was only 18 years old. She met Beverly on the steps of the Ashmolean Museum at Oxford University. He was older, charming, and sophisticated, which captivated Maggie. Beverly fell in love with a young actress named Maggie at first sight. He proposed to her soon after, even though he was still married. Because he wasn't divorced yet, he couldn't fully commit to her, but he asked her to wait until his divorce was done, and she agreed. However, while waiting for Beverly, Maggie met Robert Stevens, and they began a fast and passionate romance after Beverly encouraged Maggie to join the National Theatre. Maggie met Robert, and her relationship with Beverly ended quietly. Robert quickly became important in her life, and they married in 1967, even though he hadn't finalized his divorce from his second wife yet. However, Maggie and Robert's marriage wasn't perfect. Before they got married, Maggie was pregnant with their first child, and they needed to hide this news from the media. Maggie planned to take a break from work until she had her baby. If anyone got suspicious, they had a friend who was a film critic ready to write an article that would explain everything nicely. Because of this smart plan, there were no bad news stories about their child, and they were able to get married without any trouble. During the early years of their marriage, Maggie Smith thought everything was going well. Robert Stevens, who was believed to be the next big thing after Laurence Olivier, was a talented and charming actor. They opened a prominent hotel and lived in New York for 2 years. They were known as the golden couple of British theatre, and many people admired their performances. However, behind the scenes, things were very different. By the late 1970s, Robert's career started to decline. He struggled with alcoholism and had affairs. He became so desperate that he even tried to take his own life while acting in the play, The Private Life of Sherlock Holmes. Maggie said that during that time, she couldn't understand why Robert had changed so much, and she felt helpless to fix things. Maggie's relationship started to become unhealthy over time. She remembered that they had 2 young kids, and both she and her partner struggled to understand each other. Things got worse, and by 1973, Maggie realized she needed to leave. episode 133. She said this can't go on, and he agreed. It was a tough ending, but it felt unavoidable for both of them. When Maggie thinks back to that time, she laughs, not because it was funny, but as a way to see her past from a different angle, like someone watching a movie of her life. After divorcing Robert, Maggie was finally able to be with the man she always loved, Beverly Cross. They married in 1975 and started a new life in Ontario, Canada, where Maggie worked for 5 years. Robert Stevens disappeared from the lives of their sons, and Beverly took on the role of a father, raising Chris and Toby Stevens. Maggie called Beverly a wonderful man who provided her with a peaceful and loving life for 23 years. Sadly, Beverly passed away in 1998 from heart disease, leaving Maggie with an... Maggie felt a deep loneliness and couldn't hide her pain when she talked about her loss. "I still miss him so much," she said. People often say time heals, but for her, it just feels different, not better. She never forgot the man who meant everything to her. When asked if she wanted to love again, she replied honestly, absolutely not. Beverly Cross was not just her love, but also her support. Since he passed away, Maggie has tried to move on, but her heart feels incomplete without him. Maggie Smith faced many difficulties and losses in her life. After a tough marriage with Robert Stevens, she found true love with Beverly Cross. Maggie learned to accept her pain and kept pushing forward. Even though loss is part of life, the memories of love and the important people always stayed in her heart. These memories helped her deal with every challenge she faced until the end of her life, especially after the deep loss of her beloved husband, Beverly Cross. In 2008, Maggie Smith faced a tough challenge when she was diagnosed with breast cancer while filming the last Harry Potter films. This news was hard for her because it affected her health, and she still needed to play her famous role as Professor Minerva McGonagall, a character admired by fans around the world. Throughout her life, Maggie dealt with many difficulties, including the end of her first marriage to Robert Stevens and the loss of her most loved partner. Now she was fighting cancer. Maggie had to face a tough time by herself because Beverly Cross was not there with her. She went through many rounds of chemotherapy, which made her very sick and caused her to lose all her hair. Maggie mentioned that her illness took away her motivation, and she was unsure about continuing her acting career. She expressed her fear of returning to the stage after being away for so long, showing that even someone strong like her could feel confused and scared. Maggie faced health problems but didn't let them stop her from doing her job. She felt a duty to her audience and a deep love for acting. Despite her health struggles, she portrayed Professor McGonagall, a strict but caring teacher, perfectly. To cover her hair loss from chemotherapy while filming Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince in the final movie, Maggie wore a wig. She was dedicated to her role. She needed to hold onto railings to stay steady because her health was weak, but she never showed her tiredness to the audience. Maggie's hard work and bravery inspired many people. The actors and crew admired her determination and strength during tough times, including losing loved ones and dealing with her illness. By pushing through her pain and challenges, she used her role to bring hope and strength to others, continuing to delight audiences. After experiencing significant losses, acting helped her find strength and stay focused until the end of her life. Throughout her career, Maggie Smith formed a special friendship with actress Judi Dench. They met as young performers at the Old Vic Theatre, a well-known training ground for British actors. Their friendship grew as they worked together and achieved success in their careers. Maggie and Judi always supported each other and shared a love for the arts. They inspired one another during their long journey together. Maggie once said that even though they were known for being professional and serious, they often laughed so much when they were together that it was hard to stay serious in front of the camera. A great example of their friendship is the documentary Tea with the Dames, released in 2018, which features Maggie, Judi, and two other legendary actresses. Eileen Atkins and Joan Plowright talked together about their lives and careers. Their conversations were filled with good and bad times, humor, and wonderful memories, giving viewers a real look at their friendship. The film, called Tea with the Dames, was exciting mainly because of the stories and laughter shared by these actresses. The friendship between Maggie and Judi in the film showed not just their friendship, but also the deep connection they had of artists who had been through so many of life's ups and downs together. The relationship between Maggie and Judi was further highlighted through the times Judi Dench impersonated Maggie Smith on television. One of the most entertaining instances was when Ian McKellen, another friend of Maggie's, appeared on Saturday Night Live and impersonated her in a humorous skit. Judi Dench also joked around by mimicking Maggie on television. which always made Maggie feel both embarrassed and amused when recalling it. I'm nervous about going to see Ian McKellen's solo shows because I'm worried he might imitate me again. When she mentioned this, the audience could sense the real warmth she felt for her close friends. The friendship between Maggie Smith and Judi Dench shows the strong bond between two incredible artists. It wasn't just a work relationship. They shared a deep friendship, supporting each other through life's ups and downs. Judi and Maggie Smith have supported each other for many years, helping each other face challenges and succeed in the art world. While Maggie is famous for her well-known roles, she has also played lesser-known characters that gave her deep emotional satisfaction. For her, acting is not just a job. It's a way to learn about herself and explore difficult roles that push her skills. She always loved playing characters on stage, like Viola in Twelfth Night, Desdemona in Othello, and Lettuce in Lettuce and Lovage. These roles not only took hard work, but also helped Maggie connect deeply with each character. They gave her real joy and allowed her to explore the challenges of acting in a way that her famous film roles usually didn't. Maggie valued these significant roles very much. Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter and Violet Crawley in Downton Abbey made Maggie Smith a well-known figure for many audiences. However, she honestly admitted that these movie roles didn't give her the same fulfillment as her stage work. She preferred playing complex characters with deep emotions and found that much more exciting. She once said that her screen roles didn't provide real satisfaction. Still, Maggie appreciated the value of those roles. Maggie Smith cherished the love from her fans and the happiness of her grandchildren when she played Professor McGonagall. For her, acting was not just about her own satisfaction, but also about bringing joy to others, especially her family. She made a big impact in both theater and film. While some of her lesser-known stage roles gave her both joy and challenges, her work on TV made her a beloved figure for many viewers. Maggie Smith has shown that her dedication and love for the arts give her the energy to face challenges. Even at 89, an age when many actors consider retiring, she continued to shine on screen and stage. Acting is not just a job for her, it's a vital part of her life that brings her happiness and purpose. Unlike many of her peers who have retired, Maggie kept choosing new projects. Maggie has a strong passion for the arts. She once said that not having a job is scarier for her than the challenges of acting. While working can be tough, she worries about not having the strength to keep going each day. This shows how much she loves her job, a love that stayed strong even as she faced health issues and aging. For Maggie, the stage and screen were more than just places to perform. Maggie's hard work and dedication to acting made her a great example for both younger and experienced actors. She showed that age doesn't stop someone from following their dreams. Her recent performances in The Lady in the Van, Downton Abbey, and The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel highlight her strong spirit. Maggie has inspired many actors over the years. Maggie Smith shows that you can have an acting career at any age if you really enjoy what you do. For her, acting is more than just playing a role. It's a way to express and share emotions. She proves that no matter how old you are, love and commitment to the arts can inspire you to keep going. With her hard work and passion, Maggie Smith has made a lasting impact on audiences and the history of acting, serving as a symbol of strength and a deep love for her art. Maggie Smith's legacy is shaped by her well-known roles and the impact she had on others. Her characters, Professor Minerva McGonagall in the Harry Potter series and Violet Crawley, the Dowager Countess of Grantham in Downton Abbey, have become iconic. These roles helped create a lasting image of Maggie in the hearts of many fans across different generations. Through her performances, she didn't just act, she brought depth, wisdom, and strength to her characters, making them relatable and powerful. One of the most special things is the heartfelt messages from her colleagues after her passing. Hugh Bonneville, her co-star in Downton Abbey, called Maggie a true legend and praised her sharp mind and strong spirit. Daniel McCliff, who acted with her in Harry Potter, said she was a teacher both in front of the camera and behind it, always encouraging and inspiring young actors. These messages not only celebrated Maggie's talent, but also highlighted the deep impact she had on her co-workers. Maggie Smith is remembered not just for her talent, but also for her hard work and determination. Her performances, whether in theater or film, taught us about strength, kindness, and resilience. She inspired many through both her characters and her own experiences as she faced challenges and kept succeeding. Because of her accomplishments in the arts, she is regarded as a national treasure. Her dedication to acting and her strong work ethic are truly admirable. Role models for new generations, Maggie Smith has greatly influenced the film and theater industries. She has inspired young actors to tackle challenges and enjoy every role, whether on stage or in movies. Known for both famous and lesser-known characters, she made a lasting impact not just through her talent, but also her kindness and strength. Maggie's legacy will always be remembered by her fans as a symbol of creativity and the ability to overcome difficulties. Let's all share our admiration. Leave your warm messages in the comments to honor Dame Maggie Smith, a true legend in the arts for more than 70 years. If you found this video helpful, please share it with friends who appreciate Maggie as much as you do. Also follow our channel so you won't miss other interesting stories about beloved Hollywood icons. See you in the next video. Next.